Hello everyone and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the tier list for all of the games I have played on the channel this year. This was an idea given to me by my partner in crime, Audrey. She said I should compile all the games I played, put them in a ranking list. It would be for a good video. So here we are. Now, just a few things to get to before this list is created. Now you'll see there's a bunch of games down here. Not a whole lot. A lot of the games I played this year were like series. So a lot of videos I put out were just the same game. So obviously there's not going to be a ton of stuff here, but I have played a few games that, could compile to this list. And just off the bat, you're going to see some AAA games, right? Mixed in with some demos, some indie games. Obviously, these games are going to be ranked a little weird, right? I'm going to probably put some indie games in the same category as these games that paid like millions of dollars to create, right? Some of these games had 2 people working on them and they got graded. So just keep that in mind. This is not going to be a fair list. This does not mean like I think these are the game of the year. These are just my experience, how I played them. Some of these are even demos. Some of these are very early access. I'm just giving you my ranking off of how I played them, when I played them, and the enjoyment I got from them. So starting off the bat, we'll just go left to right, make it real simple. Starting first, the AM Demo. This was a horror game I played really early in the year. It's like you get in a car, you drive, and this Satanist demonic entity basically stalks you the entire way while you were driving through like graveyards, churches. It was a very fun demo. I never finished it, but I think I got the gist of what it was. If I were to rank it, I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe a good C tier. It had some really good scares, but maybe not like, it wasn't really the most fleshed out game. There's a whole lot more you could add to it, but a simple game. I enjoyed it. I got some good scares out of it. Doom: The Dark Ages. This one was like more of an action game, action shooter. You all know Doom by now. This is probably one of my favorite games of the year. I know a lot of people said that maybe it's a little too easy. Maybe it's just a bunch of like shield chucking, right? You're just parrying all the time, which I can agree to, but I think the story, the epic moments, the badassery of it all, like just the oozing aura from the Doom guy.
Launch the Slayer.
Impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
Really lifted this up for me. I finished it. I got a ton of trophies for it. I loved Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm putting that in A tier. Now, next one. This might be a little controversial. Battlefield 6. I'm already just telling you, this is A tier. Battlefield 6 has brought Battlefield back from the dead. 2042 was a massive waste. It was complete failure at launch, so buggy, so broken. But Battlefield 6, it has flaws, but just from the beta, it was one of the best feeling shooters I've ever played. I mean, more than some CODs, more than Fortnite, more than Apex, more than anything, this felt right. This just felt really good of a game.
What do you mean drive vehicle? Oh! I don't want it.
It has some great style to it. I think it has some great balancing to it. It has gotten a little off the rails with the new maps, the new modes they're trying to push. The battle pass came out. The red sec is kind of controversial. I personally don't play that stuff. I keep it simple. I go conquest. I'll do some rush, maybe some breakthrough. But I think like for all its faults as a first-person shooter, you can't really do too much with a first-person shooter, right? Like, to get enjoyment out of it, you can grind skins, you can get some cosmetics, you can have some really good maps and some gunplay. But besides that, like, there really is not much to the game. Your update was a little lackluster, but all in all, I've been playing the hell out of this game. I love Battlefield 6. I love the feel of it. It's going in A tier for me. Next up, Ludo. Ludo was another horror game I played. I played it based off the demo I played last year, I think, maybe a year and a half ago. And from that demo to the full game, complete 180. Like, they fleshed out everything they could in this game. They added everything you could possibly imagine. I think they did a really good job. This was a great horror game. It wasn't a game that like scared the absolute pants off me every single time, which is okay because me personally, I like horror games that I can just play, bro. Like, I can just chill, I can play. I like the story, I like the tense atmosphere, but I don't want to be having a panic attack every 2 seconds like some of these games on this list. Ludo was a nice like walking simulator almost, where I was scared, but I wasn't like in fear. I was enjoying being scared. It's like a haunted house. Like, I enjoyed the thrill of it. I wasn't in terror or agony. And I think Ludo, for its story, it's a little weird, it's a little wonky, but I think all in all, what it did as a horror game, it completely blew me away, surprised me in every single way. I think I'm also putting that in A tier. And for its price, for what it is, the size of the game, the scale of it, I think it completely shattered my expectations. I gotta give it an A. This is just stuff I played this year, right? And one of the games I brought back for the channel was Sly Cooper. And I just lumped them all together, Sly 1, 2, and 3 that I've played so far. The Sly Cooper collection, I just lumped them into one game. And like, I already know what it is. I've already played it. It's been 20 years since I played it. I'm going to put this in possibly A. It could go down to B. I don't know. Do I have to judge it off of what it was at the time or what it is now? I guess it wouldn't be fair to judge it right now, would it? Because, I mean, it did come out 20 years ago. I guess to judge it for the time, to try to remember those feelings, those memories I had of the game, I guess I got to put it in A. Because this was one of my favorite games as like a kid. I have to, like the story of it, the emotions of it. As a kid, it just introduced me to so many different avenues of what games could be and how they can make you feel. This is for my family. Now, the next one, the new Skate game that dropped this year. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I don't know if you've played it. Skate to me is an absolute disaster of a game. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's the feel. I don't know if it's the new art style. I don't know if it's the always online with the no story. There's just something about Skate that just irks me the wrong way. You know, like I just don't enjoy playing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm unk. I am. I'm almost 30, right? Maybe it's just that. Maybe I'm just not seeing it from a different light, like rose tinted glasses. I don't know. But I don't get the same enjoyment out of this game as I used to do the other Skate games. And maybe that's me. Maybe I've changed. It's like paying for cosmetics. We've done like the whole battle pass, the season passes. Like it's been so modernized that I think the entire like framework of the game itself, like the identity of what it used to be, I think is just completely washed away. So yeah, D tier, man. I'm completely upset about this game. It's one of my favorites of my childhood. Again, maybe I've grown as an adult and my opinions have changed, but like to me right now, I get no enjoyment out of Skate whatsoever. And now next up, Cyberpunk 2077. This specifically is the Ultimate Edition, the one with Phantom Liberty DLC. Me this year, I fully got into Cyberpunk. Let me tell you, I came back to this game after like throwing it off the past 2 years, thinking this was a disappointment. It was buggy, it's broken, I can't get in the story, I can't get into the gameplay. I'm not a person who likes RPGs like a ton. I've never gotten into Fallout, Minecraft, basically like anything. What else came out this year? Baldur's Gate. I just don't do it. Skyrim. I just don't do these RPGs. I don't know why. It's nothing bad about the games. I think these games are great. There's something about that I just can't get into. Specifically, The Witcher 3. I couldn't get in that either, and that's another one that CD Projekt Red did. But Cyberpunk, after I got back into it, I played like an hour or two of it. I was in there, bro. Had me hooked. Like, I love Cyberpunk 2077. And then the Phantom Liberty on top of it, bro, just like put it up another level for me. Idris Elba did his thing. He wasn't like super big in the game for me, but the story of it, once it got too deep, like once I started getting to the end, I mean, John Wick, Keanu Reeves, Johnny Silverhand, that's my guy. I became a full-time like outlaw Night City legend, and I loved every single second of it. I was playing Cyberpunk up like in the dead of night so many days. I had to put this in A tier. At the very least, I'm almost considering putting in S tier. But I do have to say, I played the PS5 upgraded version. I played the Ultimate Edition, whatever it's called. This game is still fundamentally broken. Like, I experienced so many glitches in this game that it's insane. So many weird things would happen in the city. The city feels dead, by the way. GTA 5 came out in 2013. Cyberpunk that came out 2 years ago, even upgraded. Graphics upgraded, the crowd density, whatever, the lighting still holds no candle to a game that was made 10 years ago. Once you really dive deep into this game, there is a masterpiece under there. You just have to scrape and claw to find it. That's why it's A. I can't put an S. Next game, Dispatch. Dispatch I have not finished, but I've started it, and I've already loved this game. So to be fair, since I haven't finished it, I'm just gonna automatically put it in B. I think it's got a great story. It's got a great concept. Obviously, it's like a Telltale game where you're not getting a whole bunch of gameplay. It's more like a point and click. I don't care. I think it's still a video game. I think it's a good story video game. I am dying to finish it. I'll put it in B for now. It is a solid game. This one, Bunker 77. If you don't know Bunker 73, correction. If you don't know Bunker 73, it was a short indie horror game that I played maybe halfway through the year. You basically go into a bunker, you hear it's haunted, and you're taking like pictures to see if you can find spirits. And eventually you find them, bro. They find you. It was a decent game. Pretty short, pretty sweet. Had a few little scares in it. The tension was really good. I wish they would elaborate more to it. I wish it was a little deeper. I can't really put it in A or S, obviously, because it's just not long enough. It wasn't deep enough. The story isn't too impactful or doesn't have much depth to it. So yeah, I'd probably just give it a C. Like similar to AM Demo, I think it's just a nice, small, short horror game.
You don't look as friendly as the hard. Absolutely not friendly. Absolutely not.
And this next one, not short whatsoever. The Lee's Murder, A Gracewind Tale. This was the sequel to Do You Copy, the one that had me hunting the Wendigo. This one was a wild ride. This was not short. This took me a long time to beat. It took me multiple gameplay videos and walkthroughs to watch to actually beat this game. I did enjoy it. I like the story. I like the tension, but there were not that many scares in it. It kind of got a little tedious, a little too difficult for me, but maybe I'm stupid. But I do like the lore, I like the atmosphere, and I do like the environment and the setting which it is in. I like the ending, the way it ramped up. But then again, not extremely deep. I gotta go see. It's an average horror game. It wasn't too big. I think it's just good enough. It is a nice, simple game if you want to play like an hour or two. You want to get a little scared? Try the Gracewind Tale. This next one, I just hate looking at. Like, I didn't even know what to put for a picture of this because I absolutely hate doing this. For me, this is Huntsman. This is the giant spider game where a giant spider hunts you as you're walking around a complex. Yeah, that's it. I'm putting it in D. Not because it's a terrible game, which, I mean, it could be by definition. It is one of these games, like I talked about Ludo, how it's a scary game, but you're not always in fear or terror constantly. Huntsman is different. Huntsman is when you're just constantly stressed out from the scare, which can make it a lot less enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? Like Resident Evil, scary, but fun. Huntsman, I'm completely terrified nonstop. When does the fun start? I'm just scared. So I got to put in the D tier. I mean, it's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad game. It's a very simple game. It's made probably by like a few people, if not one person. The concept is cool. We probably need more giant spider games. And that's coming from a guy who hates spiders. Number 2 fear, at least. Heights is number 1. We probably don't need much more spider games. I actually don't want that. I can't put it in a higher tier just because it's not a fully fleshed out game. Yet, I haven't played the updates. Maybe that will change me, but for right now, I'll put it in D. Doesn't have too much depth enough to really lift it any higher for me. Next one, you want to talk about depth, brother. Literally and figuratively, Siren's Rest, Still Wakes the Deep. You know what? No, let's skip that. Let's go to Still Wakes the Deep. The original game, Still Wakes the Deep. You were on an oil rig and you encounter some type of monster. I still don't know. That's the problem. I'm putting this in B tier because pros, it looks amazing. This is one of the best looking games I've ever seen. It's a very short game. It's not too expensive, which is nice. It's a nice little indie horror game. It has a great concept. You're trapped on an oil rig. Something mysterious happens. What is it? Like cosmic horror is what it's called. And like the scares are good. The atmosphere is really good. It reminded me a lot of Alien Isolation, which I love as a horror game. But the reason I can't put in an A, definitely not S, is because I don't know what the F happened in it. I still don't know what happened. I don't know, like, I don't know what the monsters were. I don't know what the entity was. The ending, you just blow up, spoiler alert. And yeah, nothing was really like close to me. We got no closure. I got no real ending. I'm not really satisfied in it at all. I think they could have done so much more with this game. It kind of left me a little disappointed. I wanted a little more, but had a lot of good scares, had a good story for a while, had me curious. Graphics were good, Not a very expensive game. I'll give you a B. Nice average horror game. Off to the DLC, Siren's Rest. I might as well put them side by side, because Siren's Rest is a little more fleshed out, I guess. It's DLC of Still Wakes the Deep, where it tries to explain something a little further of the story. Like, you dive under the oil rig where it crashed. You are one of the character's daughters, so I mean, you have a relation there. But then again, it's the same as Still Wakes the Deep, where it leaves you wanting more, and it leaves you so confused, or at least it did me.
What is he talking about?
We basically just like fall into the ocean, and that's like the ending. I think we get saved. I can't remember. I just remember being absolutely like stun locked at the ending, because I wanted so much more. I wanted to find out something that happened. Why did this oil rig like fail? What did we awaken under Earth? And we never really get like any answer. You have to find out through like subtle clues and maybe a bunch of text and stuff that maybe I didn't read or find, but like that should just be open to the player no matter what. I don't think I should have to discover and really dive deep into all the subtle imagery around the world to find out the simple answer of what is the plot to this game. I wouldn't mind going back to it and trying to find out more. Silent Still 2. This was probably one of the scariest games I played this year. This is the sleep paralysis horror game that I played. I haven't played Silent Still 1. I don't know if we have a story. But Silent Still 2, sleep paralysis game. You're basically in a bed for most of it, and you are just stuck there, right? Sleep paralysis, obviously. You are stuck there, your eyes open, fully conscious. You can look around the room. You can hear things. You can see things. Things will start running at you. Things will start harassing you, assaulting you. You can't do anything about it because you're asleep. You got it. I can't take the waiting. But this was a good game. I think it's very simple. It's a good concept. I think we should do more with it. The ending was kind of cool. It was very scary. Had some really good jump scares. Some nice graphics. Some good gameplay. B tier. I think it did really well for what it is. It's a nice little simple indie horror game. And I think this is like a really good spot for one of those games. Like, these are also small indie horror games, and I don't think they're as good as Silent Still. I just don't. I think it really got like a horror theme out of me. It really, really frightened me. You should go check that out if you haven't already. Reanimal. I'm going to put this in B tier. The full game, when it comes out, I think that's going straight to A, because this demo is just a demo. This was not the full game. The Reanimal demo was terrifying. If you've ever seen Little Nightmares, those games basically exactly the same as that, just a different world, a different terrifying world. This thing was absolutely like disturbing, made my skin crawl, and I loved it. So I'm gonna put in B. There's so much more to do with this. It's just a demo, but I think it's one of the best demos I played. Similar to Ludo. It was a really good demo. I can't wait to see what they do with the other game. Now, I think we have our first S game here. Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei for me is the best game of the year. And that's coming from someone who hasn't played Expedition 33. I haven't played a bunch of other AAA games, but the one that I have played, Ghost of Yotei, this was the best game of the year, from the combat, the exploration, the new story, the cosmetics you could find, the people you can interact with, like everything about it. I love Ghost of Tsushima. I thought this was a really good add-on. I get the criticisms of it feels like a DLC because it's extremely similar to Ghost of Tsushima, has like the same combat and similar to that. But I think you could compare it to The Last of Us Part 1 and 2, where it's basically the same gameplay mechanics. You were just in a different story. We evolved to some different things, like The Last of Us Part 2 did different things with like how you take cover, how you can like craft weapons and stuff like that. And then Ghost of Yotei does similar things where they upgraded the combat system. They gave you more weapons. The world is entirely different. But I think it absolutely nailed it. I think it looks amazing. I think it feels amazing. The music is awesome. The story was good. Maybe not as Ghost of Tsushima, but Ghost of Yotei is a great story. That's going to S tier for me. Simple. I platinumed this game. I got every single trophy. I love playing it. I loved completing it. Last game on the list, and this is the last game I played basically this year. It should be While We Wait Here. This is the diner simulator that turns into a secret horror game. You're basically running a diner at the end of the world, or at least that's what it was told to me. I still have no idea what this game is. I don't understand the ending a whole lot, but at the end of the day, for a game that was $3 on the PlayStation Store for me, it was amazing. Like, it knocked every single expectation like out of the water. I didn't know what this game was going to be. I thought it was a cool little concept. It turned out to be a really fleshed out like indie horror game with really good story, a story that could rival like a Telltale game, like from The Walking Dead. I thought that's what it was. That's how it reminded me of. I think the gameplay was very simple. It's basically a point and click. You listen to other people's stories, you advance the story on that. Had some good little scares, had some good themes, some good developed story, good characters. The ending's kind of a little iffy, but I think I get it enough to where I can still like give it a good score. And honestly, man, like, I wouldn't mind going back to it. Like, I think this is a really cool game. I think it's a really cool concept, and I wish they would make more games like this. I've checked out the studio, and they made like 4 games, and one I think was a joy simulator. If you know, you know. So maybe they won't be the ones making these games, but I mean, I wish other developers would make more story-rich content like this. Because in this era of like TikTok brain and battle passes, battle royales, season passes, like early access, I wish we could just get like nice standalone games with developed story that we can play offline. Like, we can just simply sit down and like treat ourselves to. While We Wait Here is a good story. If you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend you do so. Even play it, like go get and play it. It's so cheap, so easy to get. I'm putting that in A, one of my favorite games of the year. And that is my ranking, guys. We have Ghosts of Yotei in S tier, Doom, Battlefield 6, Ludo, Sly Cooper, Cyberpunk. While We Wait Here in A, Dispatch, because I haven't finished it, is going to B, but it could move up to A later. Still Wakes the Deep, its DLC, Siren's Rest, Silent Hill 2, the Reanimal demo, that's all in B. In C, we have some nice indie horror games in the AM demo, Bunker 73, The Leeds Murder, A Gracewind Tale, the sequel to Do You Copy. I think it was, these are very decent, like little horror games, don't cost a whole lot, very simple, very easy to play. And in D, the huge disappointment for me, which is Skate. I think it's just an awful addition to the series. I think they've like stripped everything that made Skate what it is. I just don't think it's very cool. It feels like a game that was made for 9-year-olds. Like, honestly, it feels like if you're playing Battle Royale in 3rd grade, you're an iPad kid, that's the game for you. It just doesn't resonate with me anymore, but maybe I've just grown out of it. I can understand that. And then Huntsman, the spider game. That's not really a bad game, just super simple, and it's about one of my worst fears. It's been a good year. We had a little progression. We had a little bit of growth. I'm hoping to grow more next year, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here with me for a lot of it, especially like games with the Sly Cooper series. Still Wakes the Deep was a pretty good one for me. Yeah, guys, I just appreciate you guys for watching. It's been a good year, like I said. I hope to build on it next year as well. Please stick around. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you next time, guys.